G'day, fellas, and welcome to game number 10 of Outback Octagon number 4. This is week 2, and today we are on nomadic tarns. Players are looking to find a place to call home, and unfortunately, multiple players like to call home in the same location. And naturally, that is going to breed some quality games. Welcome. Today's game, it's going to be a good one because not only have we got some great players, but we're going to have some great chat as well. Of course, if you haven't already seen in the top right of your screen, we will have in-game chat. Now, of course, that in-game chat, everyone shows up in blue. We haven't found out a way to actually make the colors show up yet, but we've got their names, we've got what they're saying, and that's all that really matters. It's fine, you can read the names, I'll allow it. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's introduce our players because the spawns are starting to come down. Actually, are we missing one? No, I don't think we are. I think everyone's got a place to call home. Some with an arguably better home than others. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, spawning in the north of the map in the color blue. Actually, we're going to come back to this guy. Never mind. We're going to come back to this guy. Let's start over here. We'll start in the west of the map. Ladies and gentlemen, starting in the west of the map in the color yellow, playing as the Byzantines, it's Numidan. To his south, in the color pink, playing as the French, France, it's Recon. I don't know if you guys saw that meme. There was like this recent pageant. I think it's like a Miss Universe or something, Miss World, something silly like that. They had them all introduce their respective countries. And you've got like, Bolivia! And then the French one comes on and she just goes, France. And that's it. They all have that high energy and France just comes out and just hits them with that. Anyway, that's a cool meme. Spawn over on the east side of the map, towards the south, in the color red, playing as the Delhi Sultanate, we've got Myriad. And, problematically, playing as the Order of the Dragon, deciding that, hey, you know what? This is a cool place to build a town center. Ladies and gentlemen, in the color purple, playing as the Order of the Dragon, we've got Demu. Now, the good news for Demu, I mean, and arguably good news here as well for Myriad, is that there's a lot of relics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't do it, Drongo. Don't do it. Don't do it. Then I let him go again. Okay, all right. In the north of the map. Okay, so this is good and bad, right? They both want relics, but at the same time, because they both want relics, it's going to be a big fight. We're going to be keeping a keen eye on this. This is going to be an exciting point of this game. Towards the north of the map, in the color orange, good spawn that he's got here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, playing the Chinese, it's Kiljari. To his north, in green, playing as the Abbasids. Representing Team 3D, it's 3DB. In the east, in the color teal, playing as light blue and the Ottomans. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Volta Esports, it's Voldemar. And then finally, in the north of the map, on the brand new Japanese variant, ladies and gentlemen, in the color blue, playing the Sengoku Daimyo, it's Beasty. Welcome to a caster game. A pleasure to have your company here today. It was a bit of a slow start. We managed to get there. Welcome. Age ups are going to be coming through shortly. No one has clicked up just yet. And because of that, we're going to take a quick moment here to tell you about the sponsor of today. No, I'm just kidding. It's not the sponsor of today's video. It's the leaderboard of today's video. There you go. That is the leaderboard. That is the standings as they currently are. Now, keep in mind, this includes the games or the previous game that just happened, so there's a little bit of an imbalance of points. Not everybody has played the same amount of games, and that will obviously be updated throughout the week as more and more players start playing their games. But speaking of games, ladies and gentlemen, the games are now beginning. As Beasty looks to put down the age up, it's the Coca Township. Oh, he's looking to get a little bit dirty early on in this game. Now, he is wedged. There are multiple players on his borders. To his north, or rather to his west, B. To his south, Voldemar. However, the one saving grace I will give him is that there is a player who is very aggressive, who rarely goes for second town centers, who is nearby. Will he be able to potentially draw some pain away from Beasty? We'll have to wait and see. Will Beasty be able to hold on through the fire and through the flames? We've seen him do it before. Will he be able to do it again today? Let's keep an eye on him. Meanwhile, age ups coming through on the south side of the map. School of Cavalry, Grand Winery. Over towards that top side, Imperial Academy. Meanwhile, down over towards the south, Dome of the Faith coming through here for Myriad. Demu going to be going in. Oh my lord, that's a lot of sheep coming through right now. 11 sheep. Very nice. Mine work here for Daimyo up towards the north. Age up now coming through. Twin Minaret Madrasa for Voldemar. Now let's talk a little bit about this map. We haven't talked much about it yet. So our biome for today, we've got one of the brand new ones. This is the Autumn biome, which I obviously love because it's one of our brand new ones. It was funny. I was talking about it with Cal, one of our admins, before the game started. And there's 3 that are amazing and 3 that just burn your eyes when you look at them. So we picked the 3 that don't burn your eyes. So hopefully we'll get to see some tropical swamp and maybe, is it tropical swamp? I think it might just be swamp and then tropical or something like that. But yeah, we got all the nice ones. Anyway, this is definitely one of my favorites. I like this a lot. This is really nice. Age up's now starting to come through. Numidan, over on the west of the map with the Grand Winery online. Now keep in mind he's playing the OG Byzantines. There's no Macedonians here for us today, but who knows? Maybe we get lucky a little bit later on. More age ups coming through. Recon now also aged up to the 2nd age. Still a little bit slow on this south side. Both of these lads taking their time. Age ups come through as well from Kiljardi. I want to see if Kiljardi looks for a 2nd TC. The only thing is, I don't know whether or not he's spotted out stone. He doesn't really have any stone nearby. He's got the gold that's nearby. I mean, surely he would have like spotted this stone, and it's like, you can go for it. I mean, you got this stone to your north, actually. I take it all back. But the thing is with Kiljardi, like, as I said, he's a very aggressive player. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see him do, like, 1 TC Song Dynasty into Lancers or into Palace Guards. You could totally do Palace Guards. In fact, we haven't really seen players do a lot of Palace Guards in recent times. So that is a potential option as well. Now, let's ride on board with Beasty because there's something interesting that's happening here. We've got the 1 Yatai that's out so far in the north of the map. Oh, hello. He's getting right on top of them as well. We've got ourselves some Shinobi doing Shinobi things. He's being annoying, but nothing game-breaking at this stage. Don't worry, we'll get to the game-breaking soon, though, once he hits Castle Age, because the 2nd Yatai is now coming out. I mean, he's got a lot of good spot. Actually, I take it back. The 3rd Yatai is coming out. Hold on. Is this the 3rd Yatai or is this the 4th Yatai? Is there another Yatai that's hidden somewhere that we're unaware of? There is. It's right over here. So Beasty opening up with 3 Yatai into a fast castle. Sake Brewery coming up. I'm loving this. This is absolutely beautiful. And from here, where do you go? I mean, you probably just go into Mounted Samurai though, right? I think that's where you have to go. Okay, 2nd TC on the south side for Recon. He's going to be the first to drop it down. I don't think anybody else has gone. Actually, no, I take it back. B has dropped down his 2nd TC, which is definitely probably a bit of a saving grace here for Beasty. Buys him a bit of time, you know. This could have been a Malian player that you were against. It could have been against, like, you know, the Delhi. It could have been against someone who's got nothing to lose. And, you know, that's one of the scary things when you play against the Delhi Sultanate. It's like, you're fighting with the guy who's got nothing to lose. I'm playing the Delhi Sultanate, man. Like, I don't care. You want to kill me? Fine, let's do it. Barbican in the middle. Boar being lured right here. We can hit. Oh, it's the double boar being lured around right now. But fortunately, Kiljardi manages to find a way to leash them out of range. And now trying his best, B brings them back and says, hey, you guys interested in a 2nd round? Scouts managed to take aggro. No, not all of it, though. Villager under attack. He's going to go down. Good night, sweet Prince. Barbican comes online. And with that, everybody jumps inside and he says, get out of here. Don't you dare show yourself again. But he got one. He got one, and that's what matters. He got the single barbecue, or the boar got the single villager, and that's good to see. Age up now through for Beasty. He's the first one up to the next age. Sake Brewery coming down. Now, let's talk a little bit about this landmark, because this landmark is absolutely game-changing. This is amazing how effective this landmark is, because what's crazy about this is that it also gets the bonuses from your mining. So 5 mats get thrown down. At the moment, Beasty only with the 4. There'll be a 5th one that pops down soon. So each one of these villages is representative of about 1.5, 1.6 villages each when it's working on this, compared to like a standard gold vein. So it's a massive influx of gold that you're getting. On top of that, you can centralize it with your Matsuri, which means that you can get the extra 15% gather rate, or eventually an extra 30%. If you get your upgrades like specialized pick, it's going to increase that even more. And now Beasty goes hunting Mounted Samurai together with the Shinobi early on. He is looking to get aggressive. Now we hear scouts on the south, the Donzos, but the walls are starting to come up. Nice little walls in here from Numidan. Beautiful control. He's got a lot of natural defense that's coming through, but up towards that top side, a 3rd TC for B. He's looking to be a little bit greedy here. Villagers on the back. Shinobi going to try and make a connection. Unable to find it just at this stage. Villagers going for a bit of a run here. We can see the Mounted Samurai underneath the town center, copping quite a bit of damage. He's got +1 ranged armor in, so it'll be a little bit less damage than what you typically see. And down towards that south side, it looks like the fighting has begun over the relics as Myriad picks up the first of 2. Prelate making his way up towards the north, and there's barely anything to grab. You can see he's got, even Voldemar is out here. Voldemar, already age 3, denying out all these relics. He's gone for the Regnants. I take it back. Daimyo with 2 relics to his name. Not terrible. Honestly, 2 relics is not bad. You got to remember, though, he is playing Order of the Dragon. He's not playing into the Holy Roman Empire. And with no Holy Roman Empire, it means you can't preload those relics, you can't pre-walk them, you can't pre-build them. There's so many things that you could do with the Holy Roman Empire that you can't do with the Order of the Dragon. So definitely hurts when it comes to your power in securing these relics. But look, 2 is not bad. We'll say that right now. And there's definitely the prospect of getting more. So we'll definitely be checking in with him a little bit later on and seeing how he's doing. Meanwhile, our focus is going to be towards the north of the map. As you know, we were a bit worried about Beasty early on, the fact that he was caught between a rock and a hard place. So hard place being B and a rock being a guy like the Kid, someone you can rely on. But fortunately for him, he's decided to get a little bit spiky today up here. We've got the 5th mat that's now come down. He's got a great little spot up here. Honestly, he is doing very well for himself. Voldemar as well on the single town center goes for the Istanbul Imperial Palace. Wow, this is not something that we've seen in a long time. That is interesting. We'll be focusing here on Beasty early on because not only do we have a new Civ, not only do we have the returning Outback Octagon champion, but of course, we've got action. And that's why our focus is going to be up on this north side of the map. 3TC still pumping right now as B in a little bit of trouble. He's doing well so far. I mean, the biggest issue that B's got is this is his only gold. He doesn't have another gold. Of course, he could always like drop a market and do some gold, or he could try and sneak villagers down here. Not going to happen at all. Beasty absolutely not going to allow it. You can see him making moves around here. He's also got this gold in the north, which isn't going to be happening. Beasty looking to try and take out B early on in this game. Relics have been picked up. There's this one towards the north that Voldemar has. I don't know whether he's kindly left this for Beasty or just whether he hasn't gotten around to it just yet. But Beasty with a lot of units. Mounted Samurai number is building. He's also got the Daimyo out now. And now moving forward, the Shinobi. Looking to fire down. Oh my god, that damage is so disgusting on those spears. It's crazy that all of these units come through for free. And Beasty going to show exactly why people fear the Sengoku Daimyo. They come through. He's attacking the spears directly. He's lost all of the Shinobi. He doesn't care. Look at him just overwhelm them. The units have taken a lot of damage here, but he's got the numbers. I think we've got trouble in paradise in the north of the map here as Beasty. Look, I want to talk about Beasty, but I also want to just give a warning out right now. Numidan, you are 2 aqueducts away from a permaban, my friend. I would be very careful about how you do your base building. This is not how we base build in 2025. Be careful, Numidan. Be careful. We are watching, all right? Poor Numidan. He's being limited by, by the decisions of history. I saw a post online and it was like, back in the day. Oh, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. All right, we got our first Wallalol coming out for the game on the defense. Second one about to come through as well. He thinks he can get a little bit closer. Not going to happen. 2 relics. He's got 2 more if he wants to. If he wants to go for it, he definitely can. Meanwhile, towards the north of the map, B looks like he's in danger here. How are the resources for B? He's got nothing. There's another one down towards the south. He's buying himself time here. Every second that goes on is a second longer that he can potentially live in this game, but Prelate's now coming out as well. The healing looking good for Daimyo. Now over towards that west side. The number is really building here for Recon. Recon, Recon went for a second TC, so he's fine. Beasty definitely focused in on this north side. Now, remember we also mentioned the fact that Kiljardi, he likes to get aggressive. It's going to be the case. More Wallalols coming in. At this point, he's just flexing. Myriad's just flexing his relics. He's like, man, I got all the relics, and you're just mad. You're mad that you don't have the relics, all right? That's what's happening here, but he's going to have to go for a bit of a runner. I don't think there's any way you can defend them. Keep in mind, these are gilded men-at-arms. These are not your average bear. These are bad boys. Let's check in. Did he go for a second TC? Yeah, I called this 100%. Song Dynasty 1 TC into cavalry. Like, I knew exactly what your shtick was, Kiljardi. Don't think for a second I didn't. Okay, how are we doing back here? Beasty pausing out the economy of B, but Beasty doing the right thing. I will say this right now. Every second that goes on where Beasty is sitting here fighting under the town center, there is an army that's building. An army that's waiting. An army that will kill his and take the king kill if you're not careful. So Beasty doing the right thing and falling back arguably could even look to come elsewhere. That's a lot of Janissaries. Why have you got so many Janissaries, Voldemar? Is he making them? He's making them. Oh, I love it. I love it. He's going Janissary. Yes. This is looking good. This is looking like a good FFA. I love the fact that no one's died yet as well. I say that, but give it a couple seconds here. No success on that Wallalol. Prelate picks up the relic. He's going to go down immediately. Watch this town center focus this Prelate down. There you go. He gets shot in the back. Yes, good night. Good night, sweet prelate. Okay, towards that top side. Beasty definitely doing the right thing in just backing out from here. I love that he read the temperature of the room as well and just said, okay, you know what? We have to be very cautious because that guy down there, that Kiljadi guy, he is notorious. He doesn't like to make second town centers. He's probably making units instead, but the prelate does eventually take the relic away. Demu going to be so happy with this because not only did Demu get potentially the first kill of the game, but he's also going to secure all of the relics. That's 4 relics, and his opponent picked them all up for him, and now he's able to bring them back. That's 4+. Demu just rockets himself. If he can pick up this kill, there is the potential that he goes into absolutely like first chance or first place potential. Absolutely. Demu looking incredible in this Outback Octagon. He has really, like, I don't know whether he's just been studying FFA or if he's just grinded hard or if he's just having good spawns this Outback Octagon. But things are going really well for him in this series. So let's see if we can hopefully not curse him and whether or not he's able to keep it up today. We'll keep an eye out for it. And Beasty, look at this. Look at this. He made the perfect call now. Coming in underneath the town center. He's going to be the one to clean up the army and then go for the king kill. Gets the surround. Now with plenty of units down here on the south. Crossbow numbers nowhere to be seen, unfortunately, for Kiljadi. He's got a whole bunch of archers in case there's any potential spears that are out on the field, but Beasty comes in and you can just see the way that he gets in here, just blocks out the enemy units, now chasing away all of the ranged units, so there's no potential for focusing down. Wallalol's to the south, King still in the town center, fortress or keep rather gets cancelled out, and now you gotta love it. You gotta, oh, he's going for, he tried. Stealing away the relics. I love that this Wallalol here, this was almost just kind of like an FU Wallalol, like, hey, I'm in your base, stealing your relics. Meanwhile, towards the north, we got a town center that's potentially going down. We could have a 2-for-1 here. I'm going to do my best to keep my eyes on everything. Now, Demu, you can see the way he was fending off his opponent, Voldemar here. Voldemar is looking for it. King on the run, King moving towards the north. Makes it a little bit more likely Beasty's going to get the kill with the King moving over towards there. He should be safely okay for the moment. Another Wallalol coming in, able to defend it once more on this position. You can really see how much these players are utilizing the Wallalol, and now Demu looks to go Imperial off at Elsback. He's doing it right now. This is his game. Oh, this is looking beautiful. Voldemar still in the vicinity, though. Have we got any more potential relics? Doesn't look like it. Beasty up towards the north. They're both fighting over it. They want it. He's opening up a little bit of a runway for him. He says, hey, we've got additional plans. Don't worry. He's walled in the town center technically as well. Back towards the south side of the map. We are slowly seeing, and it's crumpling everywhere. We've got players going down in all sections of the map, and Demu holding on. Now the crossbows looking for that final last hit. There's the king out right now, and good night, sweet prince. First blood goes to Demu. Myriad is down, back towards the top side. Let's see what can be found. Wow, we have got ourselves a ball game here, fellas. Hopefully you're enjoying this one, as Myriad is the first player to be eliminated in this game. We kind of suspected it would be the case. It was one of these two. And now Beasty returns back to the scene of the crime to review the evidence and review the time. The king comes out. He blocked it. He had a blocker in there. He picks up the second kill of the game. His first. Landmarks go down. Where do we go to next? We go down over towards this west side recon under a little bit of pressure here from Numadan. Boy, oh boy. We have got ourselves a ball game here. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about favorites and potential. I am loving it down here. The fact as well that Demu goes into Elsback. Demu, my only ask of you right now, just drop 2 TCs. Drop 2 town centers and keep to yourself. Maybe even think about going for a kill. Absolutely fine. But the most important thing you can do right now in this game is to drop TCs. Why? Because you've already got everything. You've got the relics. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 relics. You've got the kill. That's plus 50 population. So you can definitely look to scale into the late game. The only question is going to be about whether or not he does that. Let's see whether or not he adds in those extra TCs. That's my prayer right now to Lord Demu. Let's check in on that north side. We can see that players are preparing for potential. I'm trying to find a word that starts with P that we could have used there, but there was nothing I could do. These two spawn very close to each other, and you can see that Voldemar, he knew that he wanted a fight in the north, just didn't realize it would be right here, right now. Look at, oh, this number is a bit scary. And can I just compliment him on this composition? I love this composition. Janissary plus Sipahi. Such a great comp. Beautiful walls. Mangonel numbers building here. Another interesting thing to note, he's on Istanbul Imperial Palace. He never went into the MIA. Back over towards that south side. Javelins being worked down. Town center still holding out with the town center, with the king inside. Battering rams now going to be coming through. Meanwhile, Bombard beginning to move out. That's a lot of mounted samurai. Beasty at the moment just really focusing 100% on units here. He's got 5 more mounted samurai coming out. Manganel. I was going to say Mangadai. Fortunately, no Mangadai this game for these players. And now look at this on the south side. Oh, there's just villagers in here for the moment, but Daimyo out here getting aggressive. He remembers. He remembers. He's like an elephant. They do not forget. And because of that, he comes straight back. He says, hey, remember me? The guy that you were trying to steal that kill off? Yeah, you didn't steal the kill, but do you remember? You were trying to. He makes his way. Now he's thinking about, okay, how hard are we going to commit here? Oh, he wants the relics. He wants to give me the relics. Give me the relics, and I will leave you alone. I would make that agreement. I would even say that in the chat. I would be like, hey, give me the relics and nobody gets hurt. Look at the amount of prelates he's got here. He's going to commit to the fight. Where's Beasty? Beasty's on that north side. He's going to look to try and rip him apart. The kid trying his best to hold on through the fire. But unfortunately, it's always harder when you're outnumbered. 3 relics. Oh, God. Oh, God, the prophecy of Daimyo is slowly becoming realized. Look at this build-up that is happening here. He's gone for the second TC as well. He's gone for the third TC. It's happening. Daimyo absolutely playing the perfect prophecy game. Oh, my God, somebody stop him. He tried to move the relic away. He was like, get the relic out of here. Beasty underneath the town center now. A lot of units in here. Keep in mind, Daimyo not even adding more military units. He's focused 100% on his economy right now. We just finally see a spearman added into the queue. He is absolutely building up a massive potential victory here. This is huge because everybody else is locked out. Right, like, we had the battering ram, the Caruso front that came down here on the south side. It's been held for the moment. Army building up as well here for Tughlag. Everybody's stalling out. And that's exactly what you want when you've got plus 50 pop, 3 town centers, and 9 relics. Are you serious, Daimyo? Oh, Lord. This is getting scary. And it's crazy because it's like, it's one of those things where it's almost like a car crash and you're watching it in slow motion because you know exactly what's going to happen. You know exactly what's going to happen. Look at the outpost coming down as well. Where do you need to store place? You need your relics to go in places, right? Cannon emplacements in here, maybe, probably. I think that's got to be the play, right? Look at this. He's picking up the unique upgrades as well. I'm loving this. I'm loving it right now. The rise of Daimyo in the FFA era. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Oh, God, it feels good to watch as well. It's so nice to watch someone play perfectly. And that's what we're seeing here. And I want to stop glazing him as he throws down a 4th town center, which is just like, at this point, I have to stop glazing because if I glaze anymore, I'm going to do... Whew, I keep... Drongo, you got games to cast here, buddy. It's not the time right now. All right, we'll come back to it. We'll come down to it. Anyway. All right, it looks like Tughlag putting an end to the war crimes that are happening in the bases of Nimadan. It's probably not war crimes, probably just thought crimes. I mean, I don't want to say that. It's I put my foot in it there. I'll just take everything back I said in the last 5 seconds. Let's focus on our game at hand here. Back over towards that north side. God, what did I say there? Sorry, someone cut that out of the video, please. How many relics are you sitting on over there, Daimyo? Can we quickly go check in with Daimyo? He's on 9 relics at the moment. He's putting them all in outposts. And he's looking to fortify those outposts. We see fortifications coming through on them right now. There will be cannon emplacements that come through shortly. Keep in mind, he's got tithe barns almost certainly at this stage. Can we double check and make sure? Yeah, he's got tithe barns. He's got every little upgrade that you could think of here. And now, despite the fight happening earlier where Nimadan was looking to try and take down Recon, Tughlag comes in and says, hey, you're kind of weak. You don't really have much going for you. Now, keep in mind, Tughlad's only on 1 TC this whole time. 84 vills. Not bad, not bad. There's a lot of players in the lobby that are still on 1 TC. I just realized we're not even paying attention. We're not even paying attention. Where's the king? I don't see the king. Where's the king? Is the king running? Where did the king go? He's in the battering ram. He's got to be. No, that's not a battering ram. Where's the king? Is he down here? There's vills down here. Is he on the transport ship? He's not in here. Where's the king? We almost missed this kill, and then we realized at the last second that there was a kill potentially happening over here. This king over here, he's safe for the moment. Excuse me? Sir? How? Where? Okay. All right. Nice run. Voldemar finding a nice, safe little spot in the corner. I'm sure you can imagine what I'm thinking right now. The good thing that Daimyo's got going for himself as well is by not taking any more kills, you don't bring attention to yourself. Nobody knows the truth right now. The power of Daimyo. Like, he is right now, he's like the Toyota Corolla with a V12 engine in it. This is the guy that's sleeping. Or at least the sleeper. He's not sleeping, that is for sure. He is a sleeping dragon right now. He's about to be awoken by this lobby. Looks like our next kill almost certainly Gonna be over on the west side of the map. Oh, elimination from Beasty! He gets the kill instead. He picks up the points. That's an easy way to do it. But speaking of easy ways to do it, we're not gonna miss two, baby. Don't worry, as the king goes down for Numidan. It's painful to watch. He committed so much in the early stages of the game to take out Recon, but Recon outlasts him, outlives him, and outloves him. Meanwhile, in the south of the map, the Red Palace. Oh, this is picturesque, isn't it? A single Red Palace in the corner of the map. A gold vein as well. It's beautiful. Beasty picks up the kill. Doesn't have the king kill. Can you imagine? The king is out right here. Oh, what if this just goes to Daimyo? Now, the scout is out. He will see with the scout. Beasty will see exactly what's happened here. So he needs to send ARVs. Any of my alien enjoyers out there? Yo, speaking of aliens, we haven't talked about aliens for a while. Let's drop some of that in. Have you checked it out? The Age of Disclosure. Brand new film that just came out. It's a documentary available on, I think, Amazon Prime. Go check it out if you haven't already. Great. Get you up to speed on the topic of aliens. 34 previous government and military whistleblowers all coming out and just talking about aliens. It's good. It focuses on what we've got and not what we haven't got. Anyway, let's talk about this ARV. Well, they're not ARVs anymore. What's ARV? Alien Reproduction Vehicle. That's what that is. That's a vehicle that's been reproduced by us humans that potentially comes from alien technology. So there you go. There you go. That's your conspiracy theory done for the day. Do we get disclosure soon? Maybe. We'll just leave it for now though. And have a look at this. Does Daimyo know why Beasty's over here? Surely he knows. Oh, he's going to do the mango over the wall for the king kill. He's going to do the mangoes over the wall for the king kill. It's so smart. It's so smart. Oh, my God. And he gets in here right at the last second as well. Oh, it's so smart. Now, Daimyo could have tried to kill the mangoes. I don't think he would have been able to do it in time because we've got these bad boys right here. The king kill almost certainly going to go down. Oh, another attempt on the south side on Daimyo's life. Not going to happen here. Recon, unfortunately. King goes down. Beasty picks the plus 50. He's up to 300 now. He's looking solid in the north of the map. The only trouble is he's on 1 TC. I take it back. He's added a second one. Maybe adding a third one. That's the sword hunt statue coming down now. Okay, so Daimyo stays alive through that attack on his life. Now, I don't know if there were any messages in the chat right there, but one of the things that I would have seen if I was Recon is relic. Oh my God, why are there so many relics? That's what I would have been seeing. That's what I would have been looking at right now. Oh. I can see someone in the Twitch chat right now saying overpriced and nothing new. Didn't enjoy it. First, overpriced. Agreed. Which is why I would say make sure that you check your external sources. Nothing new. Also agree. But still, nonetheless, a great way to expose people that are new to the topic or might be a little bit skeptical or apprehensive about the topic and give them a really good sort of baseline. If you want to explore further after that, go for it. But I think it's a really good baseline to just introduce people into. So I think, you know, obviously there's nothing new to it. You know, there's no clear photos of an alien body or anything like that, or clear photos of a UFO that are new. So there's nothing new in that context, but it definitely brings, you know, if you're skeptical, if you're like, this guy's got no idea. I remember, dude, a couple of years ago, I don't want to get too deep into it right now because we're doing Outback Octagon, but I remember a couple of years ago, I remember thinking to myself, like, what are the chances that there's aliens in the universe? And I was like, it's got to be 100%. What's the chances that they've actually visited Earth? I'm like, there's no chance, bro. Like, the universe is so big. Like, there's no chance they've been here, but it's all changed. It's all changed. It's funny how it flips around. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Let's keep on focusing. Let's keep on watching these kings, just making sure. Let's do a quick king check, actually. We need to know where every king is. Last landmark is here, by the way, in the south of the map. Beasty, his king towards the north, is still remaining in that town center. He's got the Matsuri here. By the way, have a look at these farms. His Matsuri is absolutely killing it now. This is 30% Matsuri, of course. Daimyo, I still think, sits favorite, despite the fact that Beasty is up in the population number. I mean, that could quickly turn, though. That's the other thing. If Daimyo gets locked in a fight with Recon and he's unable to kill him, and then Beasty picks up another kill, and Beasty's 350, as long as Beasty scales the economy correctly, he should be okay, you would think. Okay, more units rallied through. Has he picked up? Yeah, he's got the deflective armor, so he's gone for the T3 on this, on cavalry. So if we check in with the Daimyo, he's gone for T3 cavalry for his Daimyo, excuse me. Okay, so how does Daimyo look to play this on the south? He's maxed out population-wise. He's got a whole bunch of gilded knights that are out, a whole bunch of... There's a good mix of army. Actually, he's really mixing out the army. His military is quite big, 143. Oh my lord, that's a massive army. I didn't realize you were so big. That's a lot of army right now. And he's mixing up everything here. Prelates are also out. He's looking for any relics. You got any relics? Yeah, there's a relic. We've got a relic in the back of the base. We never bothered to pick it up. More units over towards this east. I don't know how Recon holds against this. He's down 100 population against an opponent. The one saving grace that he's got is the Red Palace. That's it. But all Daimyo does is pause production for a second and makes a couple battering rams, and that's it. Daimyo really wanting to secure this. Keep in mind, he sits at 250 pop compared to Beasty with a max of 3. Now, when it comes to their current positions, Beasty is in definitely a lesser position than his opponent. King is out. King is on the move. King is heading towards the Great Wall Gatehouse. Beautiful great. Oh my god. I love this. Oh, this is so nice. As long as you've got space for a keep right here, absolutely amazing. Needs to be careful though. King pops the movement speed. No, he doesn't. Nest of bees. Okay, everything's fine for the moment. I would hesitate about building this, and I would be building another wall a little bit closer. You could put mining camp on the outside. This wall needs to be closer. You need to have a second potential way to save yourself down towards the south. No way to get through these walls just yet. Battering ram now are out. He's got 2 of them. We can see more reinforcements. I don't know exactly what Recon's enjoyment is with this little spot right here. Ah, that's what it is. Yeah, he's trying. He's trying to get the snipe. Dude, look at Daimyo. Oh my god, look at Daimyo. Will somebody stop this man right now? This is scary. We're going into cinematic for this. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? All right. Oh god, we're losing landmarks. We're okay. As long as we're not losing kings, we're doing all right. He's going for it. He wants it. Daimyo heading south. Battering rams are here. Also sending units back. It's only a handful of cav, but for the moment, it forces these units back. Look, honestly, I mean, you could just bring, if you're Daimyo, you just bring Vils to defend in this situation. Vils plus emergency repair, you're fine. There's no way you don't hold that at all with military, or with civilians. Daimyo now coming through. Battering rams, I think we've got 2 of them coming out or down here. A lot of villagers as well. With only a handful of units, once again, Daimyo on the offensive. I guess you got to remember these are gilded units, so it makes all the difference. Beasty's still trying to find a way through. Where's that king? Where's that king? Oh, he's in and out. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, Killjadi, you're playing with fire, bro. No, that's really dangerous. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. And this is one of those things that's so obvious. Like, if you do a keep right here, and then if you get a stone wall there, it works. Or if you do another stone wall here, and then put the keep there, that works. But that is very dangerous. A single outpost is not going to save you, my friends. Back towards the south, though. Holding. Back towards the top. Or rather, towards that east side. He's doing it. And now, looking to focus down that front line. It's a lot of units back here. Infantry, spears ready to go. Not a whole lot of upgrades on them just yet. No elite army tactics yet. Still looking for that +3 melee as well. And there's the second set of walls that are coming down here. He did indeed get rid of that mining camp. As I said, there was no way that mining camp was lasting for a long time. And Beasty now just or rather, Daimyo just cleaning up the base to the south. I wonder if he spots this relic and commits. By the way, Daimyo on 10 relics. He is literally collecting 10 out of 11 relics. This is the last relic in the game. He's playing Order of the Dragon. He's at 4,100 gold per minute right now. That is so absolutely ridiculous. And the crazy part is he's still gathering gold. He's like, nah, we got 9 relics. Yeah, we've got regnets. We do enjoy our gold here. We do enjoy our gold here, folks. As he collects even more gold right now. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a huge amount. Making his way down south. Walking fast. Knights looking to commit. Not able to find it just yet. Oh, God. Was that the sound of a king going down? I thought it almost sounded like it was, but I don't think we've got any monarchs in this game. Other than the obvious kings. Now, is there a potential for a Sacred Site victory? Not really. They're all pretty far apart, these Sacred Sites. I mean, you could definitely do it, right? Like, Beasty could take it and try and outlast him if he wanted to, if he's got the pop advantage. The other thing to note is, oh my god, the Shinobis. Oh, the Imperial Age Shinobis. Take a look. You're not going to see these much more. I can only imagine these are going to get nerfed very, very soon. Look at the damage that they did to the backline. I wonder whether or not he's got the next set coming in shortly. Let's have a look. Still another 30 seconds. And now Bombard able to take these out. Look, Bombard can come here. He's baited the units to this side. As soon as this wall goes down, bring all the cav through. Come on, come on. This is like... Oh, he misses the re-wall. He's going for it. He can commit. He can take it down right now. He can take it down right now. A little bit of a missed micro play right there. And now the bombard's actually going to go down. Okay, he lives. He lives. The boy who lived. He got a bit cheeky. I will say right now, credit to Kiljadi, credit to Kiljadi for spotting that out. And now, look at this. The tides are maybe turning here. This is not good for Beasty. Look at the number on Kiljadi's side. He did eventually drop a second TC. The economy is starting to build. 131 villages. Beasty got 107. He's up against hand cannoneer and spears. It's crazy to think that the difference between a kill right here was the simple fact that if Beasty had clicked here with his units rather than here, that the units would have moved up, would have prepped for the secondary stone wall, and would have pre-fired it. That's the difference. And he would be dead. He would be dead. There was like 40 cav units. You bring them all to the outpost. You absolutely slaughter it in a heartbeat. And that's it. That's game. So very fortunate that he lives. But at the same time, well played to him on the defense. A bit unfortunate to see right there from Beasty. Another, I think we've seen him make 2 mistakes now in this series, which is impressive. You know, if you're playing 4 games and each one of them is an hour long and you make 2 mistakes, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But definitely something to go back home and think about. You know, probably not. Probably not. He's pretty good. We'll let him get away with a mistake or 2. We'll allow it. You know, he did misplace a farm in the last game as well. I didn't want to talk about it, but I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. He probably didn't. This is trouble. This is actual real trouble right now for Beasty. Keep in mind, Beasty's got 2 kills. Kiljadi's got the 1, so he's looking to potentially take that 2 kills that Beasty's got, stick them under his wing. Well, that's not how it works. It would just mean that he gets the extra 50 pop from killing Beasty. It's not like it translates into extra population, but he's finding himself a little bit of space back here. Mangonels not able to hit the targets just yet. Cav's still looking good. Beasty 100% committing to the bit in the sense that we are only making mounted samurai. Has he not picked up the +4? Oh no, he's got the +4. He's got the Odachi. I was fearful that he didn't have the Odachi. So he's starting to mix in Mangonels, which definitely makes sense in this situation. You could probably even like switch in Mangonel and Springled. But what's interesting here is that both players are kind of struggling with the fights that they should be winning. Like, look at Recon. He's got 40 eco population here. 41 military population. Recon is getting absolutely destroyed. And yet, despite that, Daimyo's still struggling to kill him. It's a methodical process. I still think there's absolutely a world where you try and sneak around here and try and take this out. But at the moment, Beasty just going to focus on the front line. Probably the right call for now. Elite Yari Cavalry also coming out. Smart move against the hand cannoneers. And towards the south, once again, we see the Elite Royal Knights holding on. Recon doing everybody proud right now. You know, so many players would have just rolled over in this position. You know, accidentally misplaced the king. We've seen it happen before. I'm not going to look at anybody, but you know who I'm thinking about. And yet we don't see that. We see a man who fights valiantly to the end. Recon, live long and prosper, my friend. He's lost all of his landmarks. How smart of him to put that last landmark right in the corner of the map where nobody can get to it. And we can hear some chat going on right now. Recon in the chat saying, "This is to death." Oh, you love to see it. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. He's got a king in a dream right now. Oh, gosh. All right, well, we got some good news. And we got some bad news. The good news is, if you like Order of the Dragon, you're going to be in for a feast for this game. The bad news is, if you don't like Order of the Dragon, or in this case, you just don't like Relics, yeah, you're going to have trouble. There is 11 Relics that spawn in on a standard 8-player map. The way the calculation works is simple. They take the player numbers, they say we're going to give a Relic for each of these players, and then we're going to just add 3. So that means that when you go into a 1v1, you'll have a base of 2 players, and then you add 3, which is why there's 5 in a 1v1. In this case, there's 11 relics on the map. And if you take a look at the top of your screen, the UI that we've got, 10 relics, now becomes 11. And that means that Daimyo has secured every single relic in this game. 160 gold for each of them because of the Regnitz Cathedral. Somewhere in here. There we go. Plus 100% gold. Also, the extra resources that are coming in from Tithe Barns. He is pulling in a ridiculous amount of resources for free every single minute. Now, it's not really for free. I mean, you have to pay for the prelates to pick the relics up. You have to pay for the Regnitz. All these little things. But it doesn't cost any population to have these. It's incredible. And now, finally, on the south side of the map, after 11 relics, Daimyo says, you know what? I guess we can afford some siege. I guess we don't have to make battering rams. He's going to try and bring the knights around towards the top side. He wants to deny this push out. One of the best ways to do that is to cut the Hydra off by taking out the siege. Knights towards the back. He's going to make his progress towards there. Beasty still in trouble towards the north, and the longer this goes on, the better it gets for Beasty on the defense. The question's going to be about how much longer he's got. I don't think he's got... Actually, the Red Palace can hold on for quite some time. It's got 10 tiles of range. Actually, what's the range on the Culverin? 10.5 tiles. This will be over in the next 30 seconds here, almost certainly. As long as Daimyo stays out of range of those that Red Palace, you can see him trying to focus down the Culverin if they get close enough, but not going to happen just yet. Military units picking up reinforcements. I don't know whether or not it's really going to work here. Beasty 152 pop, 208 on the side of Kiljardi, so Kiljardi still with a bit of a lead. Kiljardi up to 159 villages as well. Important to note, a 30 vil difference between these two. And arguably a much better... Ooh, Fire Lancers. Fire Lancers. Raise the alarm. Sound the alarm. And a wood line that is compromised. Say it ain't so. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Is there potentially a third mistake? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Beasty, wake up. Beasty, the Fire Lancers are coming. Beasty. No. He's putting up the stone walls. But you know, it's just a little too late. Sorry, I had to channel my JoJo from 2006. You know we have to channel JoJo from 2006. The Fire Lancers are behind the walls. They spot the villagers out. If he right-clicks the king, I think he might find success. Whether or not he does it is a different story. Towards the south, we got kings going down at the same time because Daimyo is about to finish off Recon. He's had an absolutely glorious game. The prophecy is coming true. The perfect game of FFA is about to be played as Daimyo takes second king kill for him. As the last landmark goes down, the king in the corner of the map. That is it. It's all she wrote. Fire Lancers are through. Sacred. No, that's not the sacred site. That's the king going down. Don't worry. I was like, sacred? I hear that sound. I'm like, sacred? No, it's not sacred. Fire Lancers not going for the king here. And because of that, Kiljardi extending out this game a little bit longer. Beasty in the chat doing a bit of gaslighting, saying Kiljardi 300 pop and China. I like the gaslighting. I like the gaslighting. Good job, Beasty. I'd go a bit higher. I'd be like, he's got 4 kills. He's got 5 kills. No, you don't want to go. You got to sell it. It's got to be a believable gaslight. You got to go just one more than what they've actually got. Okay. There's no way that you can't get through there as we literally watch the villagers vanish underneath the trees. It's 100% open right now. Whether or not that actually gets a connection. I mean, we got this wall up here, the Great Wall of China. Well, I guess it's the Great Wall of Japan, technically. Great Wall of Sengoku. We got a lot of Great Walls coming across this map. Can we talk about these walls that are coming across this map? I'm a big fan of the walling berry bush as well. I mean, actually, no, he does it right there. A single berry bush, impassable by man, impassable by horse. The berries are so strong on this bush that if any man were to touch them, he would die in an instant, in a heartbeat. Bombard's getting focused down by Beasty, doing the right thing. Cavalry beginning to move up. Now the question is, will these two work together to take down the behemoth that is Daimyo? And the answer is probably not, because Daimyo's only just picked up his second kill, so he doesn't seem like that much of a threat. But the truth is, he's got 11 relics. He's got a king that is impossible to kill. Almost 10,000 health on an Elsbach palace. 11 relics. A passive gold income of almost 2,000. Keeps that he can pop into. Cannon emplacements on every single outpost. And an absolute Giga Chad army. This man is comfortable. He is cozy. He is locked in. He is in his lane. And that lane today is winning. He's looking really solid here. He spots out the kings. He has a look. Where are we going here? And really, I was going to say he's the kingmaker. He's not the kingmaker. He's the king. He sits at the top of the castle right now. He can choose where he goes here, but I don't think it's going to matter. Because if he goes Kiljardi early, Kiljardi's going to have a bigger army. But Beasty's not going to be able to build up in time. I don't think there's a world... I mean, maybe there's a world where it happens. The trouble that you've got is Daimyo's got only 91 eco units. Because he's got, number 1, Order of the Dragon villages, and number 2, he's got 11 relics. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's going to look to commit here towards the south side. You can see Tughlag in the chat saying Demo is 350, trying to get Beasty on board for a potential alliance here. The question comes down to the gaslighting power. How effectively can you gaslight? Beasty knows he needs these two to fight for a long time if he's got any chance of winning this game. He's got population space. He's playing a strong late game Civ with a strong late game unit, the Sengoku Daimyo, together with the Mounted Samurai, one of the best units in the game here. Huge stats on it, massive bonus from the Daimyo, the extra attack speed, together with the Adachi for extra damage on the against the infantry, together with that... Wait, where's the deflective armor? There it is. Some of these guys have got deflective armor, some of them don't. But now towards the south, the fight begins between these two. Tughlag going to do everything within his power to avoid it until the last minute, but of course he's losing landmark, so he's got to commit. Culverin teeing off on the backside. Bombard out as well for Tughlag. Does Beasty go? Does Beasty go? Beasty, if anything, you want to delay. You want to delay this attack because you need to build up to 300 pop. You need to get a big army. You need to get comfy, get cozy, sit in your corner, chill. Just let them keep going. And the most important thing is keep getting updates. You want to feign like you are assisting Tughlag. You want to say, yes, I'm coming. It's okay. But at the same time, this is what you're doing. Now, does Tughlag see this? Potentially. Beasty's just going to go for it. He's just going to go for the heart of the cards right now. Beasty, he's got his eyes on the prize. The quick wall comes up. Will he pull off the second quick wall? Let's see. Tughlag unable to do it. The units get through, and with that, we have got ourselves a potential kill coming out. Beasty says, hey, if I'm not going to be able to take out Demu, I sure as hell am going to take that kill and take that point. Demu down towards the south. He's going to try and contest it. Now, keep in mind, we got a man and we got a mountain. Beasty the mountain with 350 pop if he picks up this kill. You can see all the fire lancers running back. It's not gonna matter. Just commit. Yeah, Beasty's absolutely fine here. King's gonna be a fish out of water, and that is gonna be it. As another one goes down, and Beasty sits at 350 pop. The trouble is, he can't fill it. He cannot fill it. He's got no chance of filling this population. Oh, Lord. And that's the trouble, right? Like, it all just comes down to that whole concept of tempo. And the fact that Demu was able to finish off Beasty a little bit faster. To me, it all comes back to this single moment right here. This quick wall is what has caused the victory to almost certainly go to Demu in this game. The fact that these units were able to get over towards his position, the quick wall came up and they turned around. The bombards turned around. The cavalry turned around. Everything was a little bit further away, but unfortunately, it means that Beasty had to take all that extra time. Like, it was 100% certain that he would have taken out the king right there, right then. And of course, in the end, he gets it. He picks up the point. But does he pick up the victory today? I feel like against an army this big, with a man that's got this many relics, who's played an absolutely perfect game, it is almost certainly not going to be happening. Now, how does Demu look to play this one out? I would think sacred sites. I would think a whole bunch of villagers coming up to potentially put down some barracks, some stables, some siege workshops, something. But is he even going to need that here? Beasty, he's outnumbered by a huge amount here. 105 military pop versus 209. These are gilded units as well, and he's going to try and commit right now to the front. He's sieging down houses because, well, why the hell not? We got an army this damn big. We can absolutely do it. And now Beasty, towards the north of the map, throws down a second keep. The defense of Beasty. Beautiful little spot that he's got here. Holding on for dear life under these farms. Trying their best to avoid, like, Beasty, all he needs to do is just avoid fighting. That's the trouble right now. He needs to pull out a Wololol, but it needs to be on a grand scale. The only trouble is he doesn't have a single relic to his name. In fact, Demu's got 11 of them. The only one pulling out Wololols today is Demu. And now Beasty under pressure. You can feel just how hard this is for him. The sacred sites are slowly going in favor of Demu. That's going to be 3 that move over. He's got the single scout stalling it out, but now towards the top side, the Gilded Knights make their way on the front line. Demu committing on the back. We can see the Culverin working down all of the bombards. They've got that slight range advantage. And now Beasty struggling to keep up with these unit numbers. He's starting to fall on population. 233 against the 300 of Demu. He's completely locked in. Military number on the back. That Gilded Hand Cannoneers with that extra attack speed just shredding through all of these mounted samurai. Look how quick they go down. The Culverin kept alive. I think this might be it. Ladies and gentlemen, Demu plays the perfect game of FFA today. We have just witnessed something beautiful. Well played to him. An absolutely textbook game Unfortunately, in the end, Beasty just took a little bit too long to take out Killjadi, and because of that, he's not able to fill up to that 350 pop, and it means in the end that Demu's coming out over the top. What a game by Demu. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll quickly check in with some graphs, and then, of course, we will get into the leaderboard and take a look at where the standings currently are after this second game in round number 2. You can see the eco count looking incredible here. It was funny, you know, Demu built those 4 TCs after he got Imperial Age, and then he just kind of fizzled out at 100 pop, but it didn't, or 100 vil pop, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. He had so many relics. He was absolutely in prime position that entire game. So well played to him. Let's go check in with that leaderboard. Hopefully it's all been updated. I'm confident that it has. Let's take a look and see where they currently sit. Wow. Demu takes the lead from Corvinus 1 and overtakes Beasty here. We get to see him at the top of the table after his second game today. Now, keep in mind, it's only 8 players that have played 2 games. And another thing I will also just note right here, right now, Demu was not originally meant to play in this game. This game and the last one was meant to be played by Puppy Paw. However, we had trouble reaching Puppy Paw. We think maybe there was another tree that fell over on his internet line, so Demu stood in. And despite that, despite him not being really ready, prepared, from a mindset perspective, he comes in and dominates. Absolutely insane. Well played. Let's check out the gold. I want to have a look at the gold just before we go. Economy, 83,000 for Demu. Impressive. That's a lot of gold. The man's got relics. We'll say that much. Anyway, we're going to leave it there, and we'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully you've enjoyed this game. Goodbye.